No one won the Powerball last night, so now it's up to $750 million.
All right, we'll get to that in a second, but before we do...
Fox News tried to do a journalism, sending out a news alert claiming that the suspicious package contained some kind of white power. You know, I don't mean to be critical right now, but autocorrect doesn't change white powder to white power unless you type white power a lot.
Samantha Bee last night, after the first suspicious packages showed up, and I will give credit to Samantha Bee because it's not like anyone saw her show. No one watches Conan, let alone Samantha Bee. I'm just saying. So I give full credit that that's where that came from. That was her joke last night. But apparently the suspicious packages continue. Lots of bombs happening all around the country. Well, I'm not really sure if they're a bomb or not, but that is the theme of today's show. 3 things that people are talking about. That podcast I like. I'm Sean Quinn. That's Stacey Ryder. Let's go.
Let's find out. 1.
Early this morning, suspicious packages were reported, similar to the pipe bomb sent to officials nationwide yesterday, and the FBI says there's probably more.
It's kind of scary when you wake up and the first thing that you see on your cell phone are the announcements of more suspicious packages showing up.
Bombs intended for 7 officials, including Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, were reported yesterday. So far, we've had reports of suspicious packages being sent to Joe Biden and Robert De Niro today.
The last time De Niro came in contact with a bomb, it had Ben Stiller attached as a co-star.
You're very good, you.
There's a lot of chatter that the end is near for Megyn Kelly Today, and that it's been in the works for a while. Her comments about blackface earlier this week just didn't help.
If you missed it.
What is racist? Because truly, you do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface on Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Like, back when I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up as like a character.
Wrong. It was never okay. Megyn Kelly also issued her apology yesterday. We were the first place you were able to hear the audio.
Welcome to the show. I'm Megyn Kelly, and I want to begin with 2 words. I'm sorry. I was wrong, and I am sorry. Wrong.
She also separated with her agency yesterday and started fielding appearance cancellations, even got Al Roker worked up.
The fact is, while she apologized to the staff, she owes a bigger apology to folks of color around the country.
You know you're on your way out if you're pissing off Al Roker. You know that NBC stands behind him. You might as well be cleaning up at the end of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
I disagree. No matter how angry Al Roker gets, she's most likely not going to leave NBC. She's in the middle of a $69 million 3-year contract. All this did was most likely sped up the process of getting her back onto hard news.
It might be, but the other one that you enjoy watching and is also bombing is The Conners. This week's episode.
So strange being in this house without your mom. When you and I were having problems, she'd always take me aside and say, David, I can't understand you when you're crying.
Well, you were the daughter she always wanted.
The return of Darlene's boyfriend, David.
The ratings for the second episode of the Roseanne spinoff without Roseanne have continued to slide. They dropped 25% in viewers from the first week to the second. In their defense, though, they were up against Game 1 of the World Series.
Wrong. No, they should have just called the show Darlene.
That's true.
She has the attitude of Roseanne. She has the snarky mouth that could have focused around her family. This is where producers went wrong. And finally, another bomb dropped.
Oh, please.
One person in South Carolina won the $1.5 billion Mega Millions jackpot on Tuesday night, but someone else came really, really close.
I saw when this happened. This actually happened in South Carolina. Now, could you imagine that you wake up and you hear that the winning ticket is sold in your home state? First thing you do is you rush to get your ticket.
Mm-hmm. Well, they hit the first 2 numbers, but then missed the next 3 numbers and the Mega Ball by 1 number.
Are you kidding me?
All week long. That's all you would go around doing, just showing everyone the ticket that you walk in contact with.
Are you kidding me?
Would you look at this?
Are you kidding me?
On that note, we are going to get out of here later today. Another beer profiled on the other podcast, My Daily Beer. And I'm not sure if we dive into the New Belgium pack or do we go somewhere else.
I guess we're going to have to see.
All right. Find out later today there. Subscribe here and we'll do this all again tomorrow. You know we love you.
Are you kidding me?
You've got to be kidding me.
You have got to be kidding me.
You have got to be kidding me.
Are you kidding me? He's a complete mess.
Internet sex is not sex. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? That's a top-notch line.
I love it, man. You're going to listen to so much bullshit in the morning.
Well, trust me, I'll give you your fair share, just the right amount.